Hi, I'm Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Dubai at Breakbulk Middle East, and I have a somewhat unusual guest here in the studio. Meet Shujjat from IMGS. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, so let me clarify. You are not unusual, but your company is a little bit different than the typical we find here at a Breakbulk event. So tell me about IMGS and your experience here.
Absolutely. So IMGS has a historic footprint in Africa. We're an African-based bulk commodity handling company. So products like rice, sugar, wheat, fertilizers we've been handling since 1962, both in East, West Africa and the Middle East. Now, it's interesting you asked, why are we at the Breakbulk conference? Because we're dealing primarily in bulk. Well, as our company evolved, we also got into handling breakbulk cargoes. And not only that, offering agency services, logistics services to equipment suppliers who are based in Africa, the Middle East, North America, Europe, etc. So far we have a network in over 65 ports, and it's been expanding every year. Another reason that we've really enjoyed being at Breakbulk 2019 is that it's helped us connect not only to our customers, but to our fellow colleagues in the industry. So number one, it gives us a competitive check with our competitors. Number two, it tells us where our customers want to go. And finally, it gives us an idea of how to connect together on new styles of business or maybe new product offerings we can offer the market.
Fantastic. That clarifies that for us. So tell me, what's the project outlook? What's the business outlook? Let's start with Africa.
Well, Africa continues to be the focus of majority of the world's trade. It seems to be the blue-eyed baby of the world these days. We're seeing a lot of interest not only from the classic markets in North America, but obviously the Chinese have a huge investment moving into Africa and the different ports in East and West Africa. So that's really spun not only a lot of growth for our business, but a lot of diversification in the type of business that we do. So looking primarily at Breakbulk, specific to this conference, we're seeing some non-traditional cargo moving through the ports, which we hadn't seen in a number of years. Products to assemble factories, prefabricated housing, all of these types of things that is showing that there's a huge investment going into the continent by way of not only developing infrastructure, but also housing and affordable housing in the countries.
All right, are there certain countries in Africa that are particularly promising from your view?
We've had a particular interest in working in the Horn of Africa, including Djibouti, which is a strategic port. It's the inlet to Ethiopia. We work in Kenya. We work in places like Somalia and Sudan. In fact, I couldn't pinpoint and tell you one particular port, but it's a regional shift that we're seeing. East Africa in particular is seeing a huge shift from the early 80s and the late 80s to where we are now. Because, like I said, it's modernizing. And not only is the logistics modernizing, but the ports are modernizing. And that's where companies like ours step in to help the ports modernize and help our customers penetrate those markets more successfully.
Excellent. All right, so what's your business plan moving ahead?
So one of the reasons we're at Breakbulk Middle East is, as an exhibitor this year, is our 2019 and Vision 2020 plan is to have a larger presence in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Our business actually started in Saudi Arabia in the 60s, but I guess commercial requirements took us outside. We expanded into Africa and throughout other parts of the Middle East. But now we're seeing great opportunity in the kingdom. And we've met a number of potential customers here and colleagues, like I said earlier, who are also seeing that gravitational shift towards the kingdom. So we're excited about it. And I think another area of particular importance is Pakistan. A lot of people have perhaps in the news heard or not, there's a huge CPEC agreement with the government of China. There's over $85 billion worth of investment going into the country, and majority of that investment is by way of building infrastructure, which will be imported infrastructure, prefabricated or factory development, what have you. So that's a huge opportunity for many of not only the local break bulk handling companies, but international companies like ours that have been offering services throughout the country for a number of years.
Well, it sounds like you have developed the company to be very well positioned for all the changes that we're seeing on the horizon. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for introducing IMGS to us.
Thank you for your time.
All right.